All right, so remember all that old acrylic you have like tucked away in a drawer somewhere that you was like, forget that, I'm into polygel now? Go get it. Pull it out and join me. All right, so let's just dive on in. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've done acrylic nails because I've been so into polygel. But let's see if I can remember what to do. We're gonna need a brush. This brush is a Kolinsky brush. It is size number 8. So it's a size 8. It's super old. Like, yeah. We're going to make her work though. So you need a brush. You are going to need some acrylic. I am going to use this custom color acrylic powder that I made. It is a very nice pink, almost like a cover pink, a very soft cover pink. I really like it. I made that one, so we're going to use that one today. You are going to need some acrylic bonding liquid or monomer. I'm going to use this ASP brand, so I got this right from Sally's. Any type of monomer will work with this acrylic, okay? So we're going to use that. You're going to need a little dish to pour your monomer in. So I have this little cheap dapping dish. I think I got it in like maybe like a Kiss acrylic set some years ago. And hey, it's been working. So we're going to use that. Okay, and then we're going to use some dual forms. I got this out of my Model 1 polygel kit. I don't really care for it. A lot of people may like it, and that's okay. It's cool. I just don't care for it. It's all good. I'm going to use it for my practice sets, okay? So we are going to use those dual forms, and then you are going to need a paper towel. So I just have these little cheap little paper towels that I got from like the dollar store. Honey, it works just as well. I'm also going to use my ASP Prep and Dehydrant. I use this for every single set no matter what I'm doing. So I'm definitely going to use that today with acrylics. And then you've never seen me use the Snow Lifts Primer before, but guess what? We're going to use it today, right? I like to use this particular brand of primer when I'm doing acrylics. When I'm doing gels, I like to use my Mia Secret non-acid primer, okay? This is an acid-based primer, so you have to be very, very careful with it. I might do a video talking about the difference of all my primers because I have 3 different types. So I might do that in the future. Let me know if you guys want to watch a video like that from me, okay? All right, so I have everything that I'm going to need for this set. Let's get started. All right, ladies, so the first thing we're going to do is prep Miss Becky's nails. I prep my nails the same way no matter what kind of method I'm using. Gel, polygel, acrylic, the prepping is the same. If you did not check out my how to prep video, I will leave a link below. Make sure you check that out, okay? So Miss Becky's cuticles have been pushed back, and now I'm just going in with my e-file and I am filing off that shine. Now remember, if you don't have an e-file, it's okay. You can just use a regular hand file. It will get the job done. Once your nails have been filed and all the dust is removed, then you just want to size yourself with the dual form. Miss Becky wears a size 2, so I'm just going to show you how well that fits. See that? Looks pretty good. And then we're going to go in and make sure we have our acrylic. This is the beautiful pink color that I made. Oh my God, I love it so much. I have my monomer right there in the dapping dish. And now I'm going to go in with my prep and dehydrate. So as always, I'm going to apply 2 thin layers of this. So you put 1 layer on all her fingers, let that dry, and then you're going to go ahead in with a second layer. Once the layers have dried, you go in with your No Lifts primer. Now this one does have a brush that is separate. I believe it's because the acid will eat the brush up. So if the brush was sitting inside of the container, I believe the brush will just go to pieces. Like it is that strong. It smells so potent. You have to have like a window open when you use this. It's ridiculous. But anyway, so we're going to go in with 1 coat for now. And then I'll show you when we'll add the second coat of the No Lifts primer. I have my brush and I am dipping it into the monomer. And I'm really saturating my brush because I haven't used it in a while and I just want to get all of the air pockets out of my brush, okay? Now I have a nice bead of acrylic. I am going to start at the top of the dual form, ladies, okay? Not in the middle, not at the bottom by the cuticle, at the top. And you will see why. You will see why in a little bit. But start at the top and then just feather it down. And we're going to do several small beads instead of one large bead. Once you feel that the bead is nice and smooth, then you could go in with a second bead. And again, we're going to start at the top. We're going to start at the top and feather down, okay? You see? So let me just do a little freeze frame for you guys. I am starting at the top. At the bottom by the cuticle is pretty much empty at this point. But don't worry. Don't worry. You're doing it right. Just feather that down, and it should be nice and thin. Do you see? Looking good, looking good. Nice and thin. You don't want it to be too thick and bulky at this point. And now I'm just smoothing it down into the cuticle area. Right now, the cuticle area is the thinnest part of the nail. We will go back and fill that in later. Just keep watching, keep watching, keep watching. You'll see why and how I'm going to complete this nail look. Make sure you wipe your brush off very often, because once that acrylic dries in that brush, honey, just throw the brush in the trash. I'm teasing. Once the acrylic dries in the brush, you can always get it out with acetone, but it is a pain in the you-know-what. All right, so I'm almost done with this nail. I just added a little bit more in the middle where the apex would be. And now I'm feathering it down to the cuticle area. And I'm pretty much done. This is what it should look like when you're done. I absolutely love, love, love this color. I love it. It has like a little bit of sparkles in it. Oh my God, it is so pretty. So pretty. So this is what it should look like when it's done. All right, let me show you guys the underside of it one more time. Like, it is so pretty and sparkly, and the nail is nice and thin, so that's what you want. And now what we're going to do, we're not going to put it on the nail yet. What we're going to do is put it down and let it dry, right? You wasn't expecting that. You wasn't expecting that. I got you. I surprised you. Yes, put that down, let it dry, and now we're going to move on to the next nail. So for this video, because I don't want it to be 100 hours long, I am just going to demo 2 nails for you, but you would do the same thing if you were doing all 10 nails. You would fill in the dual form with the acrylic. You want to start at the top and feather it down because you want the cuticle area to be super, super thin at this point, right? And then once all the nails are filled with the acrylic, you put them down and you just let them dry. Now, I know at this point, some of you guys are yelling at your phones or the computer like, what the hell are you doing? What are you doing? Put it on the nail before it dries. I know, guys. Sis, relax, calm down. Just keep on watching. Just keep on watching. All right, so I'm just feathering it down from the top to the cuticle area, which at this point is the thinnest part of the nail. And you just want everything to be nice and flush and even. And make sure that you continue to clean your brush off very often. If you notice that there is an empty spot in the dual form, just add a little bit of acrylic. You know what I mean? Don't add one big bead because it's harder to take it away. Just keep adding a bunch of small ones until you get the look that you're looking for, okay? So now I have my nails down. They are drying. And now is when I'm going to add my second drop of my primer. So with acrylic, you want the primer to be somewhat wet. Whereas with gel, you want the primer to be more dry, okay? So that is one distinction between gel or polygel and acrylic, okay? So now that I have my second layer of primer on the nail, I'm gonna go in and check to make sure that my acrylic is dry. If I get that clicking noise that you heard, then it's dry. If you get like a dull kind of thud sound, then more than likely the acrylic is not dry. You want the top of the nail, the tip of the nail to be dry. You do not have to worry about the bottom part being dry, the cuticle area being dry, because we are going to add to that now. All right, so this is why I wanted the cuticle area to be very, very thin, is because now that the top of the nail is dry, we are going to add acrylic to the base of the nail. Do you see that? You see how nice and dry the top of the nail is? And now we're going to add the wet bead to adhere the nail to the acrylic. And so we're just going to press that down, the dual form to the nail, and hold that in place for a couple seconds so that it dries. All right, nail crew, so at this point, what you want to do is hold the dual form down and apply firm enough pressure that you have good adherence between the acrylic and the nail bed, okay? But not too much pressure to where it's sweeping and oozing out the edges. Then you're going to use your brush and you're just going to wipe up any excess that have spilled over. So make sure you clean the cuticle area very well and make sure you get the underside of the nail very well, okay? So once that is done, then you just move on to the next finger. We're just going to do exactly the same thing for all the other fingers, okay? So now I want you to listen. Okay, so you see the difference, like that high pitch kind of clicking noise? That lets you know that the acrylic is dry. The kind of low pitch thud sound, that acrylic is not dry yet. So as long as the tip of the nail is dry, you are good to go. Go ahead and apply your bead of acrylic to the base of the nail. And we're just going to brush that in. Make sure that you clean your brush very often. And once you have a nice bead at the base of the nail, then you're just going to put the dual form right on the fingernail and hold it with some light pressure. Once it is in place, you clean up the edges with your monomer and just make sure that the cuticles are nice and clean. Flip the nail over, clean up the underside, and voila! You are done! How easy was that? All right, so those are going to take a few more seconds to dry. So while they're drying, what I like to do is clean up. So I'm going to let Becky sit there and play on her phone while her nails dry, okay? And I'm going to clean my brush. I dipped it in a little bit of acetone, and I'm going to use the clean part of my paper towel and just wipe my brush clean, because if you do not clean your brush after every use, honey, it is just going to be a hard mess. It is going to be like you got cement on the brush and it's just going to be impossible to use. So make sure you clean your brush after every use. I have my ashtray here. This is a dollar store ashtray. I use it to soak my nails off, and I also use it to hold my brush. Comes in handy, ladies. Get you an ashtray. All right, so I'm just going to put away my acrylic. Oh, I love that color. And I'm just going to wipe all the dust and filings and things like that off of this table. And let's check in on Becky. I think she might be done. So I'm just clicking it again, making sure that I hear that nice high-pitched click throughout the whole nail. And now for the fun part. The fun part. Yes. Yes. Okay. Slide them dual forms right off them nails. Yes, honey. Come on off. Come on off. So the nails look awesome. They look amazing. I love it. I love the shine that the dual forms give. I just love it. It was just so easy to create this look with acrylic. Oh my goodness. So easy. All right. So now I'm just going to file. Nothing fun here. Same thing you would do with anything. Gels, polygels, acrylic. We're going to do the same thing. So I think I'm going to give her a coffin on one finger and then a nice stiletto on her other finger. So stilettos get on my nerves to file. Like, oh my goodness, like one false move and you have a whole lopsided nail. So I really have to practice on my stilettos. I have to practice on my stilettos because I want to do stilettos on myself. But honey, I'm not trying to look jacked up. So thank God that Miss Becky is let me practice on her, because otherwise, yeah. All right, so this is what I have so far. I think it looks awesome. I'm going to go in with my e-file and just make sure that I get the cuticle area nice and flush. Not only does the nail look 110 times better when the cuticle area is nice and flush, but a nice flush cuticle area also prevents lifting. So it is very important, guys, not only for aesthetic, but for necessity for you to get that cuticle area, okay? So now I'm just going to go in and buff the nail, and it's not going to take a lot of buffing and or filing because it was very smooth smooth to begin with, okay? So I went ahead and buffed it. Now I'm just going to dust off the extra filings and such. And as always, I'm going to go in with some alcohol. So I have my little makeup sponge here. You guys know I'm obsessed with my little makeup sponges. They're reusable. And hey, they're handy. And I don't really wear makeup, so I don't need them for anything else. So I'm just going to go ahead and wipe the nails off with some alcohol. They look so pretty. And now I'm going to go in with the Supreme Gel Polish. Now, it says Supreme Gel, but it's not a gel in the sense of you need to cure it in a lamp. It is a regular gel top coat, but look how thick that is. Like, oh my God, like I love, love, love this top coat. If I'm not doing gel top coats, then I'm using this top coat, and that is it. Like, this is the only regular top coat that I would use. It is thick, it is shiny, and it dries so quick. Like, I know this is gonna sound weird, but it kind of almost dries too quick. Like, sometimes when I'm putting it on the nail, it'll start to dry while I'm polishing the nail. Like, it's weird. It's weird. And you see those little strings that I'm getting? Like, if you look closely, like, you can see like some of the little strings hanging off. That's just how thick this polish is, and that's just how quickly it dries. Like, you just got to work with it quick. But I do like it. I got it from Sally's. I'll leave the name and everything below in case you didn't catch it in the video. But yeah, look at these nails, guys. Look at these nails. So if you were ever wondering if you could do acrylic in dual forms, honey, yes ma'am, yes ma'am. I can't even get enough of these. Like, I cannot get enough. They look so stinking good. Like, they are so pretty and shiny. Like, I love it. I love this color acrylic that I made, honey. Like, this is a Nail Crew exclusive. This is a Nail Crew exclusive, honey. What do you think about this color? What do you think about this color? I think I'm going to call her Sis. Yes, the name of that color is Sis. What do y'all think about Sis? Let me know. Let me know. All right, Nail Crew, that's all I have for you today. I hope you loved this video. Give this video a big thumbs up, even if you hate it. Like, hello. Just give me a thumbs up anyway. Hello. Hey, comment below. Let me know. Have you tried this before? Are you going to try it? Let me know. And then, if you're not a subscriber already, but you made it to the end of this video, honey, you're at the end of the video. That means, hello, I kept you captivated. So you might as well just go ahead and subscribe. And right after you subscribe, hit that notification bell so the next time I upload, you'll be the first to know. You will be the first to know. Like, how cool is that? Like, come on, y'all. All right, that is it. See you in my next video, guys. Peace.